Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Emergency BBU Broadcasts. This week, we have a special guest and friend of the org, Mr. Tanker.
What up, everybody? Sorry, it was supposed to be on my channel. I was going to do it all, but my ISP decided to crap the bed and won't let me stream without absolutely killing my internet. So that's exciting.
So, insert your ISP joke here.
The joke is it's Comcast.
Yeah.
It just sucks. I was still looking forward to it because I love casting these sewer rats. Luckily, Andrew, you were here to bail me out, so thank you so much.
Luckily,
sir.
Andrew has now a ton of time on his hands.
Hey, I know that feeling.
Although, to be fair, Clangers are on playoff watch, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, we have a matchup tonight, Tier 2 Division 6, between BBU Black Sewer Rats and Blindfire Noire. Let's show how this division is shaking out. So, BSR, going for the number one seed, probably need a sweep.
Ooh. Yeah, that's really close with Trident.
Yeah. Trident.
That goal differential is the only thing saving them.
Yeah, like Trident can easily pip them. So, like, I think BSR with a decisive sweep tonight will probably lock up the one seed. Blindfire is locked for the playoffs. And, you know, they can go anywhere.
Yeah.
They might be able to might be able to jump Musketeers with a sweep.
Go Musketeers. But I don't know. I don't think Blindfire is going to be able to get the sweep here if we're being honest about it.
Yeah.
Just looking at some common opponents and how their season's kind of gone. I mean, one of their wins came off of a forfeit last week, so that was against Kansas. So let's take that one out of there. So they're 2-2 right now, and either they sweep or they get swept. And this BBU team has just been putting it on everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to last circuit and us talking about it all the time, like, I will pick this BBU team until they prove me wrong.
Did you see plays of the week for week 4?
I did not. Did they prove me wrong?
Dill tried.
Oh, Dilly.
He went full golden retriever into the opponent's corner. Popped that ball out. Opponent scored first overtime in Game 5. Trying to reverse sweep. I believe.
Dilly just out here trying to throw.
Yeah.
Dang it, Dilly. I thought we've worked past that.
Yeah. It was against a pretty good Ethos team, too.
Yeah, Ethos always has a good Tier 2 team.
I got to cast that with Diesel. And both him and I in that game were like, both trashing the orgs that we belong to. And I think both of us uttered, "What is going on in this game?"
Both teams just trying to lose.
Yeah, it was a very weird series. And I did invoke. It was not the worst series I ever casted because, you know, I've casted a series where the team quit. The opposing team quit in the middle of the deciding game.
Seen that a couple times.
Yep.
seems to be a little bit more prevalent than it used to be, but
Yeah, well, that was summer 2020, I think.
yeah.
The famous Tier 2 Division 4, 5, or 6. There are 3 BBU teams in that division, and
Good Lord.
one of them got to the finals by not playing their last 6 games.
What? I don't remember that.
That was the Royal Titans team. Like,
Oh,
they did not. Their only playoff game they played was the finals.
that's so dumb.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
So, anyways, let's get into stats. Not dredge up those memories. So, BSR. Mr. I got a PC and I'm selling it in probably 6 months is at the top of the leaderboard for the Rats.
I think he's gonna hold on to it this time.
I don't believe you.
That's fair. I barely believe myself.
Using insider information, I don't think he's playing tonight.
Really?
Yes. He's...
The 6-0's on the line and Dilly's not gonna be playing?
Yeah, very, very weird.
Yeah.
But I think it's, again, org members will know me. Think that's probably for the best. No one should be surprised at what I said in BBU.
Well, I mean, with this team, I mean, everyone's playing really well, and now with Mid actually getting playtime in rather than taking that, the first time we saw him, he had taken like a month and a half break.
Yes.
And so now getting back into that routine, having that practice and playing with this team, like, I'm sure he can fill in just fine for Dilly or even Cole or Sherlock or Relevant, whoever he's filling in for, if he's the one who's playing tonight. But here I am just assuming. But I mean, with this roster and these players here, like, there's no reason that they can't interchange and be just as good as Dilly in the roster.
Yeah, this is a rare exception. I'll say is that you could mostly throw out any 5. I'm sure there's a few configurations they haven't fully tested yet. That this squad would be happy with. You know, every single player on this roster is pretty good. Heck, I'll vouch for Mitty. I think Mitty's a great player.
Yeah.
Solid all around.
Stankert here. Does that mean clips or plays and whoops of the week can be made?
Cole is
Absolutely, Cole. Absolutely.
IGL prefers matches to be broadcast and have that commentary, but I don't think it necessarily matters. It's been a while. Again, I'm on the Clangers. I scored 3 goals this season.
Yeah, I think I don't know exactly what they want, but I'm here, so it should be safe no matter what. Which, if you head on over to their Twitter, you can see a clip of mine, actually, with Drunk Cookies getting smashed in his own net and giving up a goal. And them ripping him for it. It's hysterical.
Oh. Poor Cookies.
Oh, I know, right? How sad. Cookies got knocked out. Oh, no. Whatever could that mean?
So, man, This has been a long pregame.
Wait, so
Switch.
so who is filling in for Dilly?
I think. Hold on, Dill.
Hi, Dilly.
So I think it's Cole,
Good to
Mitty,
see you,
and
buddy.
Sherlock are going to be starting tonight.
Ooh, that's a good roster.
Dilly will be inserting himself probably by game 3.
Yeah, it's the best way. It's how we like Dilly to just insert himself.
Yeah. And stats for the other team. So
I mean, playing good team ball overall. If you're really looking at their assists, everyone managing 1 or half of 1 a game, so 2 overall a game out of their 3 goals. So definitely not a team that you want to sleep on, but they are going to have to come out with literally everything swinging in order to take down this Black Sewer Rats team. Now there is the hey, we are 5-0. Do we want to go into playoffs as 6-0? We know how that goes with IGL teams, especially BBU teams going into playoffs at 6-0.
Also, never sleep on the underdog in IGL playoffs.
True.
You will. If you don't hear it from me, you may hear it from other casters who have seen it enough times. How many times do we see like a double-digit seed, a 15 or a 16? In the semis.
Quite a bit.
So.
Because they're usually fighting for their life up until playoffs, and no one figures that in when they go to play them. Which I will never understand.
So I'm going to help the Sewer Rats. I'm going to make my prediction. I'm going to predict them to win. Probably in 4.
Yeah, you're taking them in 4?
Yeah.
I think the Rats get the sweep. I think we finally see it tonight. They're going to come out, they're going to try and prove it, and they want to go into playoffs super hot. And I think they come away with the sweep tonight.
I mean, again. They could go 6-0, 18-0 in the regular season, and I still don't trust them to sweep.
I mean, that's fair. It's really, really tough to sweep, especially when you get to these tier 3, tier 2, tier 1s, because there's so much resilience out of these players to fight off in that game 3. But I don't know, man. I just got that feeling tonight. Feel it in my stomach.
Fair. And let's message this idiot. So Cole has the match info. Dilly's going to pass it on. We're just about set here.
Excellent. Now, I think the big thing is going to be how this BBU team does in playoffs. Because historically, BBU teams have either made very, very good runs or they're first rounded. There's not usually an in-between there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a team that you don't have to worry about being 6-0 going into playoffs.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
again, it's a Dill team, so you never know what to expect. All right.
Exactly.
You all can join when ready. Good luck to both teams.
Oh, baby. I didn't even realize everyone was in here. It's go time.
Starting roster: Cole, Mitty, Sherlock for the Rats. for Blindfire Noire, it's Die, Exo, and Slothy.
Ooh, I like Slothy's car. That is a clean design. I'm always a sucker for a nice car. As he's going to take a quick shot here. Mitty able to just knock that one away. Rats overextending a little bit already, but Holmes with the great outlet pass. Cole shot. Die, nice save there. And seeing a little bit of chemistry early out of this BBU team with that nice outlet pass there. A lot of trust, which is something we haven't seen out of this roster a few times we've seen them actually play.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Oh no.
The old catch own goal. Slothy trying to catch that.
Which I get Slothy's mentality there, right? Mitty's throwing it down. You have Holmes up. You think he's going to get the redirect there, so you're trying to rotate back post for your teammate that's already there to get the save, and then you push back. It's the smart call. It's just unfortunate that he faked it, and it landed right on Slothy.
Yeah.
Oh, Dilly, you're too sweet. You know how to make me blush. Oh, what a great pass there, Mitty. Standing tall as Cole's taking this one up, trying to get a nice little double, able to follow that one. Slothy, awkward touch. Goes right to Mitty, gets this one down to Sherlock. Mitty trying to get the dirty angle, drops it. And Cole with the top shatter bar down ski. All three players getting in on this one. Mitty, what a heads up touch there. I honestly probably would have had to excuse myself if he would have somehow hit that.
Yeah, because otherwise it could be submitted, right?
Oh, man. That would have been so dirty. Billy, nice big brain play, man. How's the PC going? How's the baby? How's everything going for you, man? Hopefully it's well. Sherlock, nice little clear out there. Gets a big dunk. Looking for the pass out to Mitty. Can't get it around. Dye's just going to clear this one down. Slothy, first one up. And this Blindfire team, man, is... they're aggressive, but they're just a touch slower than this BSR team. And I think that's really the difference maker in this one so far is Dye gets a quick shot. Cole, nice save. But... I mean, Blindfire either needs to be 100% accurate with their touches, or they're going to have to speed up here if they want to keep pace with this BSR team.
I think Blindfire is almost going to have to wait for BSR to get greedy on offense.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like so far. But that's still like a tall order to ask with how aggressive they play together. Like asking them to get over aggressive and make a mistake when they're used to playing at this pace so much is really hard. And they're just controlling all the boost. You see them with the nice tight rotations, picking up the big pads, and then just rotating right back in to get that offensive pressure going. And we really haven't seen Blindfire break out of their half much at all. I mean, a couple touches here and there, but then BSR is just right back on the attack.
Yeah, I think actually, again, just having watched various iterations of this team, especially this current squad.
Oh, what a banger.
Here I am about ready to praise BSR, and that's just a nice, good outlet. Slothy bangs it home.
I didn't even see what he said. Oh, he said thanks. I mean, that was a really good outlet pass there from Dye, seeing Slothy up at midfield. Slothy had to turn back because he was rotating back to the defensive end and just was able to turn in time to get that redirect off. But, I mean, that was right place, right time, I guess would be the best way to put it. And if it weren't for that, as Dye gets another one here. They're just making me eat my words.
I mean, you know, sometimes you have to make your own luck, you know?
Well, and they definitely are. And again, Dye was already rotating back and had to take that quick cut.
I mean, I don't even think Dye had just fallen to the ground. So, like, I think there's a demo play.
Oh, Cole.
That's Royal Titans Cole right there.
And I mean, Slothy didn't have a bad touch there. It was a good rotate back on defense. Exo just couldn't get there to make the play. And Midi with the free shot.
I'm sure I've just cleared Exo to midfield.
Which we haven't seen as many bumps and demos in this game one that we normally see out of this BSR team, but I think a lot of that's because Dilly's not in there. And Dilly really leads that aggressive mentality for the Sewer Rats team. Nice pinch out to Dye. Slothy trying to get up for it. Holmes cuts it off. Cole keeps this alive. Midi's going to be up, trying to get one for the road. Off backboard. And that one should die.
Yes, no.
And I mean, that was a really good back and forth there.
Yeah. Like, I think Blindfire is going to have to look for those weird goals that they got.
Yeah.
Because that's the best way, really, to catch this Rats team off guard. Yeah, Dale, we mentioned your week 4 highlight.
We'll call it a highlight. But, I mean, like you said, for Blindfire, they really needed to catch BSR on their aggression. And, I mean, that's what those 2 goals came from. BSR a little too aggressive. Blindfire just trying to rotate back, able to make a good play on the ball, but in an odd man situation. And so BSR, if they want to take this series away, they need to watch those extension passes. But, you know, it's a tough thing to watch, especially when you see them rotating back and they make that quick cut.
Yeah.
Oh, die. Cole! Oh, no. Oh, no, Cole.
Well, you're going to be tier 1
He's going to want
season,
that one back.
Clangers is probably not going to be around.
You said he's going to be tier 1 next season?
Yeah, Cole has been putting in some work.
Nice. So, I mean, what is going to happen with this BSR team? Who's staying tier 2? Who's going to tier 1?
I mean, it's probably Dill, Midi, and Rel.
Okay.
I don't know about Sherlock. I don't know how much he's been on the grind. Although,
Ooh, I want to speculate a little bit, Dilly. I mean, the most obvious one is everyone's going up to tier 1. They're just going to stay together and try and run it in tier 1 as Holmes takes that shot, sends it wide. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think Dilly's going to play tier 1 till Holmes. My God, man. What was this touch?
just to be...
Oh, he bullied Slothy.
Yeah, came off sloppy.
Oh no, Holmes bumping him into it, getting credit because he got the little touch there and just sending it right off of him. Right? I want to feel that much love. Like, dang. Oh, and BSR trying to get the quick counter of their own. Midi can't get that one on target. But again, I mean, look at the Blindfire team trying to break out of their own half and just can't. And really that right there is going to be their best opportunity to get goals on this team, is when those first and second man are pretty much parallel with one another running down the field, and it's just one left back. All right, so I think Dilly's going to stay tier 2, right? That's only logical. He's going to be a lifetime tier 2-er. I think Sherlock will stay tier 2, and I think Midi's going to end up tier 1. And then who am I missing? Relevant. I think Relevant will stay tier 2. I think he plays just to have fun, and that's going to keep him right at tier 2. Oh, Midi with the nice waterfall. Holmes can't get that one on target. You don't suck, Dilly. At least not too much. Got him. Oh, what a save from Midi there. That one was looking to find crossbar. This one's going to sidewall. Dye's going to be there. Dumps it into the corner, but can't get this touch that he wants because Cole was pre-walled there. And I have to say, man, this BSR's backwall defense has gotten much, much better than it started out in week 1.
Yeah. I mean, they put in... They're not the hardest working team in the org. I'll say that much. That does them capable, I think. But, like, they're playing together.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like they're getting a lot of time in together and doing things really well. I mean, we found free play to figure it out. Oh, Slothy with the point blank shot. That one's just gonna get sent wide. Oh, and Holmes gonna have the open net, just walks it in. Smart play from Holmes. A lot of people are just gonna try and bang that one in from that tough angle. He just catches it and walks it in, protects the ball from the backside, so Slothy has to take a different angle at it, and walks it in. That is textbook what you want to do in those situations, rather than trying to get the quick shot off.
That's called taking your time, taking the half second to think about it.
Yep. And I think that's one thing that this BSR team's doing this circuit that we haven't seen a ton of as Cole. Holy. Midi, the beautiful pass. Cole messes up the shot, but course corrects for the dirty angle for the double. Good God. Where did Cole learn to play Rocket League like this?
So before free-to-play ruined everything, Cole was on the franchise team.
Yeah.
So he got a lot of reps in there.
Dilly just says he's been playing a lot lately. He's feeling it. And I get that, man.
Yeah.
I completely get that.
Cole trashes us in in-houses. He also carries me a lot, too.
Oh, trying to get one for the road. BSR can't. But, I mean, with a really strong 4-0 win there, they made the adjustments that we talked about in between. They were able to challenge those outlet passes and keep Blindfire from getting those quick goals. And as soon as they did that, I mean, Blindfire really didn't get much offensive pressure. I mean, it shows they got 4 shots, but I don't really think any of those were too threatening, were they?
I think 2 of them were thrown at theoretically open nets. But, like, someone hustling back, like Midi had to hustle back for one.
Yeah.
Cole was coming from the side from the boost.
So even though it was an open net, it wasn't really an open net.
Yeah, they took a shot on I guess from their the shooter's viewpoint was, an open net.
Yeah.
Like, I think for Blindfire here, they're I mean, again, John Madden analysis here, but they are going to have to figure out this BSR pressure.
Yeah, Slothy, good challenge there. Gets it off the corner while Cole just able to clear this one away. And I think a lot of it, to break this BSR pressure, they need to be up quick for their touches and not give them space. That's really the biggest detriment that has plagued Blindfire throughout these first 2 games, is they're giving BSR a lot of room to set up and find those passing lanes, where if they push them and they go just that little bit quicker and take away, even if it's a half second from that thought process, that is going to open up so much more on the offensive end for Blindfire. Hey, what up, Bucks? Oh, Cole. Almost getting that one. Exo was almost got bumped out of the way by Holmes there, but... Oh, no.
This is what...
Blindfire, they were doing so well, Anders. So well.
Team bump. That's what we call...
Every time,
that's
man.
That's what we call Clanger's goal. Sometimes you just throw the ball in net and hope that your opponent puts it in the net for you.
And that's gotta be a momentum killer for Blindfire here. They were finally getting offensive pressure. Their defense was looking on point, getting really good rotations. And then they give up that goal. That own goal is Holmes. What a banger. Jesus. This is some of the best passing I've seen out of this team. Probably ever, out of all the iterations of Dilly teams.
Yeah, Sherlock and Cole, really good passers.
And I think that is the biggest difference between playoff teams and championship caliber teams, are those that can pass the ball, get good assists, have clean touches, and just have that chemistry. As Cole, another incredible save there. Not getting credited for it, but... And I feel like now that we're halfway through this game, Blindfire's just letting it slip farther and farther apart. Yeah, let's see, Dilly. Next season's roster, Andrew. Tell me what you think. It's gonna be Sherlock, Dilly, Relevant, Tiger, and me.
I mean, I could.
How close?
I could tell you who 2 of the roster spots are actually going to be. As Die just gets a
nice beat,
free goal there. Dilly will be the captain, and taking up the 5th roster spot, I think, will be me, just for nostalgic purposes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Andrew will not be doing an IGL farewell tour.
Of course, I slipped myself in there, Dilly. If I'm by some miracle tier 2, I'll try out for the team. But I feel like with this BSR team, they'll probably be able to just reload pretty well with the talent that is in BBU.
They can run it back without Cole. I still think that's a very good team.
Right.
I mean,
yeah. Even if you take Cole out of it, with the level that they're all playing together, like, you'll have another one of those players that fills kind of Cole's spot, that's putting in all this time and effort trying to get to tier 1, and will just elevate your team that much more. Okay, so it's Dilly, Midi, and Sure. Relevant's gonna chill, so they have 2 roster spots. Subs to be determined. Yo, what up, Kiffy? How you doing, buddy? That was a bold boost pickup there for Holmes. Grabbing that last penny to try and cut the angle rather than just sending it to the corner quick. But it works out for him.
Yeah, this team also has a bunch of boost goblins in it.
True. I'm doing well, Kiffy. I'm doing well, man.
Hey, Kiff. By the way, I need to give a shout out to Bucks. Bucks is, due to Clanger's lore retconning, one of the OG Clanger.
Hey, I was right.
Hey, Dill, you know what you can do? You can,
eat it.
You can go back to stream and manually input the results. Read the pinned message in stream request.
I sadly did not save them. I normally do, but when I tried to save a replay earlier, it crashed my game, so I just wasn't going to risk it. But, I mean, congrats to the Sewer Rats. 6-0. Really, really strong way to end the circuit, especially against a team that is in Blindfire that's going to be a playoff team and is a very, very good team. Like, don't let the 4-1-4-0 fool you. This Blindfire team is one that we could definitely be seeing in the semifinals and could have a very, very deep playoff run here.
Yeah. I guess getting in playoff practice for Blindfire against a team such as BSR, it's kind of good. You get an idea of where you stand, and then, you've got replays to go back to, see what went wrong.
Right.
And
then, I mean, it shows you what you're going to be coming up against here in playoffs.
Yeah. And again, depending on where they land the bracket, there could be a rematch.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool. I don't think they would see him until semis. It's probably how it'll end up, because with BSR getting the sweep there, they're guaranteed
1 or 2.
No, they aren't guaranteed first place.
They'll get 1 or 2.
It's gonna be that's gonna be really, really tough for the other team to catch, because they were what, 6 goals behind, and they put up 11, so that other team is 17 goals behind, so they need to sweep, and they need to sweep with an average of 6 goals a game in order to pass BSR.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible, but
where does Blindfire?
I wouldn't figure likely. If I just jinxed them, I apologize.
think Blindfire
Don't hate me,
falls
Dylan.
to the 13th or 14th seed.
Depending on how it plays out, yeah. So, I mean, they still have a really good chance to avoid this team, which is really, I mean, kind of what they want to do.
I mean, if they're the 13th seed, they're headed for a semifinals rematch, I think.
Yeah.
If they're the 14th, they're on the other side of the bracket. And I mean,
Wouldn't see them till the finals.
Yeah, and there's other teams, that still have to play. So, but they end up with that dangerous double-digit seed. So I would not be surprised to see Blindfire in the semis. Like, I think they just
No, not at all.
need to clean up their mistakes. Just go back and look at the replays, see what went wrong. Make those adjustments, and just knuckle down and just go make some noise in the playoffs. And BSR, well, they need to avoid getting complacent.
Yeah. And for Blindfire, I mean, odds are they aren't going to come up against another team like BSR is. They're going to come up against a team that's more like them, but still the biggest takeaway for them to have a deep playoff run is play tighter defense. They got worried about the mechanical skills of BSR, and so they let them have the space, which is the exact opposite of what you want to do with mechanical teams. Like, whether you can get to the ball touch or not, just getting up there and forcing them off of their line will more than make up for not getting a ball touch there.
Agreed.
In my opinion, for what it's worth.
I mean, I trust your analysis.
So for Blindfire, just getting more comfortable, doing some rings maps, just getting some aerial practice in, and just going for those early challenges to force them wide or force them anywhere except to that back wall where they want to go. Because as soon as they do that, they shut down a lot of these teams at this level. Because, I mean, let's be honest, most of these tier 2 teams are learning how to double and have good passes and playing back wall offense. And so that's all they want to do. So if you can get up and force them into something that they're uncomfortable because they haven't been practicing it as much, you're going to have a ton of opportunities.
Backwell defense.
Yep. But thanks for having me under BBU. It was a pleasure as always.
You're always welcome.
Oh, I know. Sometimes you just gotta yell at me because I don't pay attention to anything.
Yeah, I should have had you on last night.
Oh, yeah.
If you were up. That was an 11 o'clock start.
I think I was up. Yeah, I was up. I was doing something, but I was up. What was I doing? I don't know. I was probably playing Pokemon, in all honesty.
So when is your Apex team next dropping another 60 bomb?
I would love to drop another 60 tomorrow, man. When we go to do our drops. The number 1 team put up 64, 66. So we want to put up a 70 spot. But, I mean, with how everything's shaken out, if we can put up a high 50s, we should finish in second. And I believe that'll get us a first round bye, which will be nice.
Yeah, so, Plug and Tank, go catch them over on twitch.tv/Tankert. 89, right?
Yep. Yep. As always, you can catch me over there. I'm going to be streaming a little bit more often once I figure out why it wasn't letting me stream tonight. But we'll be doing some Apex, maybe some Tarkov. Might get back into Rocket League, get some practice going. I guess it'll depend on if I'm tier 2 or not. If I'm going to be tier 2, then I'll start practicing so I can try out for this BSR team. Drag them down to the depths of tier 3.
I mean, you know, if they're going to throw me on the roster, I'll just be dragging them down myself.
They got to have us on there. It's gonna be I can't even think of the words.
Hey man, the last time I was on the Rats roster, I got benched in the playoffs. So, like, if you're going to be the number 4, you know, that's a bar you have to clear. Just don't meander, really.
I feel like with how much you play and I don't play, you are a much better player than I am.
I don't know. I've yet to beat you in a 1-on-1.
That is true. One day it'll happen. Don't worry. It's okay.
I mean, I've got like 50,000 channel points.
Next week? After playoffs? We'll 1v1. I won't even make you spend your points.
Sure.
We'll do it for fun.
Sure. I'll dust off the cobwebs. Bring myself out of retirement for a show match.
Be fun. Be a good time.
Be the worst 1v1 people have ever watched.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's because
That's the fun of it. That is the fun of it all.
Oh, good.
But I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, we're gonna go raid your nemesis.
Who?
Gonna go say hi to Broke.
Oh, he's streaming again?
Yeah. Hopefully he's not muted.
He probably is.
So, everyone, in honor
Whether
of
he is
Tank,
or not, he's gonna be told.
Remind Brookfang that he is muted. So
That would be fantastic.
As for BBU, well, I guess we'll see you in round 1 of the playoffs. Everyone, thank you so much for coming out, and we'll see you all next time.